biggest changes to WCW when Vince Russo took over the creative helm?
It was a time where everybody's like, you went from a time when it was fun and things were popping, everybody was making money, the business was so busy to where it kind of like slowed down at a snail pace. And everybody trying to figure out where they could fit in. So when Vince Russo came in, it was like so much of unknown, that until you figured out, it's like you were just trying to figure out things. It was so much unknown. But Vince Russo was actually an easy person for me to talk to, because it was one of his ideas, with him and Eric, one of their ideas to say, okay, let's make Cat the commissioner. That went over pretty well, so I just talked to Vince Russo. He'll be on my podcast in a week or so. But he had a lot of backlash, but you will in a business like that. You can't put everybody at the top. Somebody got to be in the middle and at the bottom. So, people were buying for that position and doing anything to get there. But I think Vince Russo did a pretty good job with what he had to work with.
Do you remember, I'm presuming when Russo came in, it went from sort of flying by the seat of your pants to getting scripts. Is that the case?
Man, I did. I remember that. It was never fly by your pants. It was more about they'll tell you, give you a summary of what they wanted and what the picture was, and then they'll let you go. They'll tell you to go, but they hired people who could do that then. There's not too many people out there now that can, without a script, without somebody telling them what to say, can go with it and fit the picture the way they did. When you had Scott Norton and Scott Hall in the ring when they came out from NWO, they didn't have any script. They just said, Scott Hall, you guys are invading this territory. You guys are taking over. Go out and let the world know on WCW that you guys are NWO. He didn't have no script. He just came out and laid it out there, and it was perfect.
How long did it take for you to sort of like learn your lines? Because obviously, as the commissioner, you've got a lot of lines to learn, and then all of a sudden, there's the backstage vignettes, and I mean, it's a big, it's a big old production change for you, especially as one of the faces of WCW at this time.
But it wasn't too much of a big change because they worked with me. You know what I'm saying? Vince Russo didn't just have a writer to write your stuff. I forgot the guy's name who was writing for it, but he was his right-hand man.
Ed Ferrara.
Ed Ferrara. Ed called me and said, hey, Cat, we're going to put you in this place right here. This is what we want you to say. This is what we want you to say. But because I was so good at adding my own lines, I've been told by Vince McMahon. I was on a plane with Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon said, certain people you don't have to write for. Just let them know the element, let them know what you need, and let them be themselves. And he's like that. He was talking about me. But then he said, you put somebody like Scott Steiner out there, you got to control that fool. So I was able to work with Ed and those guys through that situation by they worked with me. And then they would send me the script like 2 days before Monday, like on a Friday. I'll get it Friday night, 8:00, email or back then we were using the what you call it, not FedEx, machine. But the fax machine. Yeah, fax. I hear that fax machine. Tick, 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 tick. I know the script is coming in. I'll go get it and start reading it and make adjustments and do the things that, add the things that I want, take away the things that I needed. They were fun to work with, man. And matter of fact, that's why I was able to adapt to acting the way I did, because I was so comfortable with lines and then in front of the camera.
Well, it's probably even better than acting because, I mean, you're doing improv, essentially.
Oh, yeah.
To a point.
Yeah,
so, I mean, to an actor couldn't just do that.
No.